Hello Tiger Nation, my name's Mac Fox.
And I'm Eli Timish.
And you're watching Ike News. Eli, do you like taking finals?
You know what, Mac? I've only ever had to take a few of them because of my honors classes.
Well, unfortunately, Eli, the school is changing that. Here's Jackson Blattner with more on that story.
Eisenhower High School continues to look for a way to motivate students and improve academic outcomes. A new system is being introduced: incentive days. To qualify, students must have no more than 4 excused absences in a quarter, maintain all grades above 70%, and must stay free from discipline-related actions such as academic dishonesty or suspension, in school or out. These optional attendance days will allow students who meet a certain academic and attendance standard to take the day off, while others focus on catching up on their assignments.
For those students that are attending on incentive days, it's a great way for them to improve their grades. If they've got behind for a variety of reasons, they can make up work and be able to improve their grades to earn as high as they can.
The reaction to this change has been mixed, with some students seeing it as an opportunity to stay on top of their workload. Others are going to miss their extra day off.
I don't mind it, but I liked having my extra days off and not having to take finals.
I feel like it will help prepare me for college because you'll have to take a final no matter what.
The first incentive day is coming up on October 21st, with more scheduled for the rest of the year. Whether it's a day to relax or a chance to improve, students are encouraged to stay on track and make the most of this new opportunity by focusing on their workload. This is Jackson Blattner with Ike Media News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jackson.
The finals policy might be changing, but one thing remains true: our Tigers know how to win.
You've got that right. Here's Kira Mercer on the latest for sports in Tiger Nation with the first edition of Inside the Tiger Huddle.
I'm Kira Mercer, and you're watching the first edition of Inside the Tiger Huddle. Let's dive right into our fall sports scores from last week. Varsity football took on the Salina Central Mustangs last Friday and came out strong with a 51-28 win. Senior defensive back Brayton Klein, number 2, had a standout performance with a pick 6 and a touchdown. Junior wide receiver Hayden Nall, number 19, racked up 57.5 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. And quarterback Derek Morgan threw for an impressive 284 passing yards and 4 touchdowns with a pass completion percentage of 86.7%. Our varsity tennis team dominated at home on Tuesday, earning the Tigers some hardware, winning our home invitational as a team. Shout out to Quinn Scheidman, who took first place in number 1 singles, and Jeannie Robertson, who clinched the first in number 2 singles. Our boys soccer team hit the road to take on Goddard and came home with a big 3-0 victory. Junior Cole Brown led the charge with 2 impressive goals, while sophomore Liam Ellington sealed the win with a strong finish for the 3rd. Great job, Tigers. Meanwhile, our volleyball team traveled to Andover. Junior Taylor Morgan with 500 career digs, but the big highlight came from senior Delaney Dexter, who reached an incredible milestone: her 2,000th career assist. I had the chance to catch up with Delaney about her record-breaking accomplishment.
It was a really big accomplishment. I made my 1,000 assists my sophomore year, and to make 2,000 assists early in my senior year was just even better.
Now let's send it back to Mac and Eli in the studio. Thanks for tuning in to the first edition of Inside the Tiger Huddle.
Plenty of exciting action so far this fall season.
Let's shift gears and have a little fun. It's time for one of our favorite segments, Tiger Talks. We sit down with a staff member, student, or coach to showcase what makes Tiger Nation special.
First up, we're going to send it over to Elliot in the podcast studio, who caught up with history legend Mr. Taylor.
Hello, my name's Ellie Tarpley, and you're here with the first episode of Tiger Talks. I'm here with history expert Mr. Taylor. So rumor is you're around 60-ish. Did you know that you're closer to age than the Wright brothers' first flight than the invention of the cell phone? So I want to know.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When did you get your first phone, and what type was it?
Well, when phones were coming out, I really avoided getting a phone. I didn't want a phone.
Okay.
I did not want a phone. I thought they were, I don't know what it was. I just didn't want one.
Okay.
It was probably around 2000 when I finally got my first phone. It was one of the little flip phones.
Okay.
And I don't know why I was so resistant. In fact, my kids had a cell phone before I did.
Huh.
But that's when I got my first cell phone. You had to, texting was tough, and it just wasn't very. I didn't like it that much.
The flip phone's definitely in a museum somewhere, for sure.
Probably so. That was my first.
That's very cool, very cool. Being the historian that you are, you probably know about the Great Emu War of 1932 in Australia?
No.
You didn't know about that? Oh, that's crazy.
Never heard of it.
But if you were face to face in a dark alley with a big emu, what would be your first plan of attack?
Well, probably wouldn't be attack. I'd probably try to get out of there. But if I had to attack, I think I'd use my feet. I think I'd kick it.
Okay.
I think I'd try to kick it right in the knee.
Okay.
Do emus have knees?
I have no clue.
I don't either.
I could not tell you.
But I think kicking would be my first response.
Okay. I definitely, if I ever was in that position, I'd definitely have to think about kicking it.
Kicking.
Yes.
Great question.
Yes, of course. I see you're daily eating lunch with your partner in crime, Mr. Sandell.
Oh, yeah.
If you could time travel, but only for the purpose of being a food critic, which historical era would you choose to eat in and why?
I've always been a fan of Italian food.
Okay.
So I think I'd want to travel back to Italy and eat Italian. But, fun fact, the tomato was not introduced into Italy until about 1500.
So it was like white sauce?
I don't know. You tell me. I have no idea. But I can't.
You're the history teacher.
I don't know what kind of sauce they used. But I wouldn't want to go to Italy until after the tomato had been fully
introduced
to the diet of Italy.
Okay.
I like red sauce.
Oh, okay. So red sauce over white sauce.
Let's say 1550. And then we could kind of experience the Renaissance, Mr. Sandell.
Yeah, yes.
That would be kind of neat. But I don't want to stay very long.
Okay.
Maybe for dinner and a few hours, then out.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Taylor, for your time. And I hope you all enjoyed the first segment of Tiger Talks. My name is Ellie Tarpley, and back to you in the studio.
Here's what's coming up in Tiger Nation.
First up, it's the homecoming game tonight against the Trojans. Don't forget to wear your neon clothes and show your Tiger pride.
Then on October 5th, we have the homecoming dance from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Be sure to wear your best old Hollywood outfits and show off your best moves.
We're celebrating our scholars at the National Honor Society induction on October 9th at 7 p.m. It's a great opportunity to recognize our outstanding students.
And don't miss the choir concert in the EHS Auditorium on October 10th at 7 p.m. Come support our talented singers.
Also on October 10th, there's a KOI meeting. Students can choose to attend either at 7 a.m. or 2:55 p.m.
From October 11th to 13th, it's time for the Goddard Fall Fest. Get ready for parades, food, rides, and tons of fun.
And let's not forget about the marching band competition at K-State on October 12th. Good luck to our band. Show them what Tiger Spirit is all about.
That's a wrap on the upcoming events, Tiger Nation. We can't wait to see everyone out there supporting our school. If you can't make it to tonight's game, you can stream it live on IkeMediaEHS.com. Just click on the Ike Live tab.
Once again, I'm Matt.
And I'm Eli. And this is Ike Media News.